Good afternoon, councillors, members of the public, officers, welcome along. I declare this meeting open and I acknowledge this is Wadandi Noongar Budja and I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Under announcements, council, I'm pleased to advise that the Australian Navy has allocated HMAS Rankin, which is a submarine, to visit Bunbury for Anzac Day 2020. So must thank Doug Green for his work in having that outcome. So looking forward to welcoming those naval personnel next Anzac. I haven't heard from Councillor Steck. Has anybody? No? Okay. Welcome back to those members who have been on leave. Declarations of interest, they're there, and Councillor Hayward has declared a impartiality interest with respect to 1051, as he is an honorary vice patron of the City of Bunbury Surf Life Saving Club. Are there any further declarations, councillors? Thank you, Councillor Warnock. So I'll get you to fill out that declaration. Can I have someone move confirmation of the last meeting? Councillor Cook. Councillor, you weren't here. Councillor Brown, were you? No. Councillor McCleary. All those in favour? That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Any petitions, councillors? Mr. Gary Fitzgerald has been given approval to present, but he's unwell and won't be doing so tonight. Take it to item 9, and we go back to 10.3.1, and I'll ask Councillor McCleary to give her speech and reply.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I remind councillors that we're not debating on a council decision made in 2014. An extract of that decision is as follows: that the City manages Bragg and the Bunbury Regional Arts Management Board tenure of management of the Bunbury Regional Art Gallery end at the 30th of June 2014. The vote was 11 votes for and 1 vote against. This was a conclusive outcome, and Bragg, under the management of the City, has been moving forward and upward ever since. Nor are we debating previous funding arrangements. However, I feel the need to respond to what has been put in the debate. Councillor Smith said that the art gallery will lose the perpetual funding put in place many years ago by the then management board, and the gallery will in future have to apply for funding as per every other art gallery in Western Australia. As the Mayor stated in his address, this is a state government decision. And I say it has nothing to do with whether the City runs the gallery or a management board. It is my belief that perpetual funding handed over as a done deal year after year without accountability easily leads management, staff and even management boards to be complacent and that organisation to become dysfunctional.
Councillor Cleary,
yes.
Sorry, there's a point of order.
Just lack of accountability. I have to say that never happened, and I have to object to that.
Thank you. Carry on, Councillor Cleary.
To be complacent and that organisation to become dysfunctional. On the upside, organisations and businesses thrive on competition. They have to set goals, plan for the future, be constantly diligent to ensure they are successful with any grants they are applying for. I see our art gallery team doing just that. Our staff, especially the management staff at Bragg, are familiar with having to apply for grants and have all the training and expertise to do so successfully, and no doubt have done so many times in their career. It's in their job description. There must be accountability and transparency. After all, it is public money that they are applying for. With Bragg being under the City's management, the staff are now employed by the City, giving stability and security for staff members, an excellent outcome resulting in a happy and motivated team working in a secure local government position. In the recommendation number 2 states that Council agree that the Bunbury Regional Art Gallery continue to be owned, operated by the City of Bunbury, and further consider the establishment of a foundation to generate funding. A foundation will be most beneficial for Bragg and will attract other funding and will have the potential to attract donations from our community. Here also is the opportunity for a conversation with stakeholders, representatives from the community, council and executive staff to also discuss whether a new strategic plan needs to be drafted and brought to council. Councillors, Bragg has been operating under the city's management for the past 5 years. Yes, it's had its ups and downs, as does any organisation striving to be a premium regional art gallery of WA. We have recently employed an experienced and skilled director who is firmly ensconced at the Bunbury Regional Art Gallery, and if the successful Noongar Country exhibition held on the 26th of July is any indication, then the Bunbury Regional Art Gallery is open for business and there are exciting times ahead. Council's decision in 2014 was the right one, and the Bunbury Regional Art Gallery Governance Review 2019 on the table tonight proves it. I am pleased and I am confident that this recommendation is the appropriate one for our city, and I hope that you'll be voting for it, as I will be.
Put item 1, recommendation 1. All those in favour, please indicate. Those against? Counts 1 against. That's carried. That's Councillor Steele. Item 2, please indicate. Those in favour. Those against? That's carried. Councillors Warnock, Smith and Steele were against. Item 3, those in favour, please indicate. Those against? That's carried. Councillors Warnock, Smith and Steele voted against. The rest were for. We move now, councillors, to item 10.4.5. As I said earlier, Mr Fitzgerald is unable to be here due to ill health. Can I have someone move the executive recommendation? Thank you, Councillor Cook. Is there a seconder? Councillor McCleary. Is there likely to be any debate on this one, councillors? I'll put it all in favour. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. So, councillors, going back to the method of dealing with the rest of the agenda, coming out is 10.2.2, which requires an absolute majority, and 10.5.1, as Councillor McGuell has declared a financial interest. Are there any other items to be brought out? That being the case, can I have someone move the balance? Councillor Cook. Seconder, Councillor Hayward. All in favour? That's carried unanimously. Thank you. So we go to 10.2.2. This requires an absolute majority. Can I have someone move that? Am I prepared to move that one? Councillor McCleary, Councillor Cook. Any debate? I'll put it all in favour. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Thanks. Yep, Councillor McGuell has left the chamber. Can I have someone move that recommendation, please? Thank you, Councillor Cook. Councillor Hayward. Any debate on this one, councillors? I'll put it all in favour. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. We have a confidential item which has been circulated just today. Can I have someone move that we consider this matter? Councillor Cook, seconder. Councillor McCleary, all in favour? That's carried unanimously. Ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with a confidential matter, which is a staff matter, so I'll ask you to leave us. And can I also invite the officers to go as well, please? We won't be long. Thank you, Councillor Cook. Is there a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Hayward. All in favour? That's carried. That we go behind closed doors. I'm going to miss you.